Hey, so Rewind 2019 on YouTube. Amazing. Another year, another Rewind. Who could have predicted it? And who could have predicted that it would be more disliked than liked with 421,000 dislikes and 259,000 likes? As of this moment, we can expect those numbers to change drastically and rapidly as time progresses. But yeah, I was surprised by YouTube Rewind this year. Some of you may be shocked because for 2 years in a row, I've made videos making fun of YouTube Rewind, redubbing them, so on and so forth. Basically making fun of the cult of personality on YouTube, making fun of the inane, stupid skits and things they were doing. Oh! But yeah, this year I think that they got it right. I know I can hear you all screaming in confusion and rage. Here's why I think they got it right. Number one, no sketches, no skits, no people flown out to different locations dressed up in stupid costumes and made to throw slime at each other or any shit like that. They didn't do anything stupid. I would argue, if anybody out there wants to come at me on this, I would argue that they didn't do anything stupid in this video. They didn't do anything cringeworthy. They didn't do anything, they didn't post cringe, essentially. They just made a very straight-up, basic video. No frills, really. Just a lot of, effects and clips of actual videos from YouTube. Didn't make me cringe. Not cringing. It is, as I said, very basic. It's kind of bland, but I prefer that to the abysmal failure that was last year's YouTube Rewind. That was horrible, and the year before that was the worst, before that. So, yeah, I think they got it right. No celebrity guest star, no Will Smith, no Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, no, I don't know who would have been this year. I don't know, Greta Thunberg. They didn't have Greta Thunberg come out and say, "How dare you dislike YouTube 2018?" No celebrity guest star. That's a step forward because that was like so tone deaf that they were, they thought people wanted to see a pre-existing celebrity on a YouTube video talking about YouTube. And they really thought that. They really they bet hard on that. They paid these actors who knows how much to appear in the videos. This year, no fucking guest star. It just is about YouTube videos. I think I was doing a numbered list of why this was good. I said, reason number one, but now I'm dropping that. Speaking of numbered lists, they basically heard the audience and made a top list. Now, some people would say, that's like Watch Mojo. That's like, Chills, number 15. My own video about Burger King foot lettuce has gone viral in 2019. But some people would say, that the clickbait toilet of Watch Mojo or, different places like that, this is just ripping them off. Well, guess what? They didn't invent fucking top lists. I mean, you could say that this was popularized by Cracked.com way back in the day, the top list format, in terms of popularizing it. No reason they can't do a top list. No reason they can't do a top 10 list. There's no reason they can't do that. I don't know how many times I can repeat that over and over before I convince you. Maybe I'm trying to convince myself. I don't know. But it's, as I said, it's a step up from last year. It's a step up from what they were doing. I will take a top list every fucking year over Logan Paul and Paul Logan and Pilgin Filber Nilber or whatever the fuck their names are. All these, late 20s to early 30s guys who were like, dude, you won't believe in what's up in my next Epica video. I would take top lists over watching those motherfuckers get paid to throw shit at each other. Anytime. I will take that every fucking year. Top lists are fine with me. And the reason I say they're sort of hearing the audience. They're not tone deaf here. Because top lists are some of the most fucking popular shit on here. Top 10, let's just search this. Okay, that has 1.5k views. That's not a very good example. But, top lists are all over fucking YouTube. Top 10 mysterious kids, top 10 NBA plays, top 10 most dangerous water slides, top 10 scary underwater discoveries, top 10 conspiracy theories, top 10 scary meanings behind nursery rhymes. Top lists are all over this goddamn website. So they heard their audience. They didn't do the sketches. They didn't do the cringy Will Smith, bah! That's hot! It's hot, everybody, blah! They didn't do that shit. They just went with a straight-up top list, which everybody looks for on YouTube, are these fucking top lists. They're clickbaity as hell. But they're, clickbaity for a reason. People want to see them. And they dropped the sketches, and they dropped the celebrity shit. So, yeah. They actually... Another thing is they were forced to admit that PewDiePie exists. I don't know where the fuck... I could see it in the bottom thumbnail, but I can't seem to locate him. There he is. There's that motherfucker. They were forced to admit PewDiePie exists at all by, telling us what the top viewed and top subscribed and top, things are. So, no more whitewashing, if you'll forgive the term with relation to PewDiePie. No more whitewashing YouTube history and saying, oh, we don't know who that guy is. We're not going to have him in our 2018 video or 2017 video or whatever, because he's problematic. They actually, went with truth, and they went with what actually is trending, I guess, and so on and so forth. Now, that includes some people that I think, shouldn't be promoted, but I'm not talking about PewDiePie specifically. I'm talking about, in general, because people will probably draw conclusions from that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what YouTube wants to promote. These are the things that were most viewed. And these are the things that, people wanted to see. There was a lot of K-pop in the music section, which is where it belongs, not with people screaming K-pop and jumping up out of their seats like in the last one. But yeah, it legitimately is what is popular on YouTube in 2019. Without all the just disgustingly stupid bullshit. So yeah, I liked this one. I think it's a good step forward. I think YouTube has a lot of fucking problems with its creators right now. It treats creators like shit. Pretty much every facet of YouTube is bad right now for creators and different things like that. I'm hoping, I don't believe it to be true, but I'm hoping that YouTube will start, being more reasonable and listening more often, starting in 2020, since they obviously, dropped a lot of the shit people didn't like for the rewind. Hopefully they'll hear people a little more. I don't think they will, though, because they have a bad track record of listening to creators and caring about anybody but themselves and their shareholders. Let's not stop on that picture. That's much better. But yeah, I'm hoping that 2020 will bring about some good change, and I am slightly, very, very slightly, hopeful based on this rewind video. As I've said before, because they dropped a lot of the bullshit, and they have just gone to straight up just telling us, what was most viewed or whatever in 2019. And it's not a cult of personality thing. It's not a big circle jerk. They're not, just jacking off into the camera, and having people, play and run around and, get paid to do all that shit. They're not doing all that stupid stuff. They're just giving us information. They're just giving us information and not trying to guide what we think about it. We can take this information and we can like it or we can dislike it, but it's still true. These are still the top, channels and top videos and so on and so forth. So yeah, other than that, I don't have much to say except for maybe YouTube. So in 2019, let's see what people like. Everyone, we like to copy and paste other people's comments, which is the number one thing everybody's commenting on the video. That's it. I didn't mind it. I think it's a step in the right direction, and I can't really make fun of it. How do you make fun of this? How do you make fun of this other than pointing out it's a top 10 video?
Listen to me whisper. Watch me eat on camera. Hear me screaming nothing. Be my next subscriber. See me prank a stranger. I will eat a pepper. Comment on my my failure. Be my moderator. Donate to insult me. Donate to insult me. Insult me. Donate to insult me. Donate to insult me. Donate to insult me. DMCA stands for delete my content.